What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cali Mac on the track, never whack, bring it back, and we are back with Strawhat Sitdown, episode 71.
Let's go.
We're moving, man. We're moving right along. We almost 100. We almost 100.
We almost there.
Slowly but surely, we getting there, man. We've been working.
Road to 100, baby. We said that before.
That's hard. Road to 100. That's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's fire.
we said that when we did it at 50, bro. When we hit 50, we said that like that.
I'm gonna start hashtagging get to 100. That shit. That's hard. I'm here with the gang as usual, man. We got all 5 crew members in the building today.
Good feeling to have all 5.
It's nice. You feel me? Like it's been a minute. We get them. You feel me? But sometimes we don't. So it's always nice when we do. You know what I mean? It's always nice to have all the gang here. Strawhat in the building. What's going on, my brother?
Nothing much. Just been chilling. Took a quick nap earlier, so I'm all refreshed and I'm ready to talk about some One Piece.
Ready to talk.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Mr. G in the building. What's up, man?
What's good, everybody? Yo, I'm back. Yo, your versus episode was great. As I was watching it, I was like, "Fuck, man! I wish I was there, man. I want to talk about that shit, bro."
We definitely tried to make sure to get all your answers in there too. You know.
No, it's appreciated. It's appreciated. Yeah, it's appreciated. That Marco one got me. I will say though, he was healing everyone while fighting King and Queen at the same time, but. I feel like they nerfed
King, right? That's what it was.
Yeah. And then what it came down to, really.
But the fact that, like, I feel like they just in general nerfed the Phoenix fruit, like the Phoenix, like in general, like in One Piece. I don't know. I feel like it's not as powerful because I feel like the Phoenix is usually a very powerful figure in like different mythos, like Greek or like Final Fantasy.
I think the Phoenix fruit is powerful. I think Marco just a bitch.
I don't know, man. He's cold, bro. He got his moments, but we never see it.
Give me that fruit, nigga. I'm taking over the world. Are you kidding me?
You just
shit is broken.
You built different Cali shit.
Come on, man.
Okay, no, it is broken. That's why I'm like, I don't know. But the one thing that you guys were also talking about, the fact that also that King is a killer, like, and Marco is just a bad matchup in general. So I do think we would have changed my mind to King at the end of it.
So we were wondering about that. We were wondering if you would like change your mind at all about that or not.
No, and like like you said, he didn't have the firepower, at least that we've seen. That's why I'm like, I feel like the Phoenix would have the potential, but we never saw it. So I don't want to. I rather live on what we know. So
that's fair. That's definitely fair. Definitely fair.
So shout out to you guys because that shit was awesome. I fucking love that episode. And then also shout out to my boy Nico. It's healing, but I got my Spider-Man tattoo on me.
Oh yeah, so you posted on your Instagram. That shit is so fucking clean, bro.
Fire.
That
for my
clean.
My half comic sleeve. So
and then they all got their Spidey sense going off, right? Yeah, that shit is mad cool.
Bro.
So like the only one, Miguel, he doesn't have a Spidey sense in like the comics.
Yeah. Keep it calm, bro.
Well, all right, fine. We'll just skip that then.
I appreciate that. I felt it. It was getting there. You feel me? I had to make sure. You know.
That's fine. We'll talk about it another time.
Right. What are you doing now watching Cross Spider-Verse though?
Bro, I've been slacking. I've been slacking. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been slacking too.
Callie, I got a website for you.
Wait.
Y'all want to watch it this weekend?
Are you talking?
It's not on.
Are you talking Cam? If you talking Cam, I'm not in there, bro.
I haven't seen. I've only seen it on Cam as of recently.
No, I have a pretty good one, but
yeah, I was gonna say I got one. It's not. It looks pretty good. So.
I was actually gonna go to
the theaters. Yeah, it's a theater experience. Go to the theaters, please.
I've heard a lot of people say
it should be almost out of theaters though.
Yeah, I was about to say. So
yeah, it's been out for a minute.
Gonna do it, bro.
Yeah. I was about to go to the theaters tomorrow to watch it.
Yeah, I'm about to stop
if you can, then definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it done.
We should do a Strawhat Sitdown fucking.
We're gonna make the correlations between Spider-Man and One Piece. You feel me? We're gonna bring it all together. Oh man. Alright, Mr. It's nice to have you back, brother. Much love to you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. D3 in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's up? I'm chilling. Just want to give a quick shout out to y'all. Y'all my goats.
Oh, that was mad sweet.
I appreciate the pod. I appreciate y'all. Have a space where I can be a nerd, talk about One Piece. I love this shit, man.
So that's what we do. That's so sweet. Oh man. You know it's always love on this side, brother. Much love. And Once again, we do have my favorite pick in the world up here on the stream. You know, so all good.
Mr. Reliable, bro.
Yes,
Last but not least.
That's so reliable. I ain't gonna lie. If you're watching, if you're just listening to this podcast or whatever, you need to come to the stream because you really be missing on one of the most fire pictures in existence. And if you come to the stream, you're gonna know what picture it is. You still gotta see it because it's hype.
Nice.
YHuss, last but not least, my brother in the building. What is going on, man?
Yeah, I'm actually big chilling as usual. I love the selection of pictures. That Chopper one is always gonna be cursed to me, but Mister's Four Emperors is very topical because we're talking about Final Saga, and you picked a good color spread for the episode.
Oh yeah,
so.
It's nice.
I love it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I definitely
Yeah, so I'm
love certain aspects of this picture a lot.
Also, before we start, quick shout out to the guys that did the Reverie this weekend.
Oh yes.
YHuss, you know them more than I do.
Yeah,
So-
it was the Legend King Recon. I don't think he's like as big to people like me and Mod that might watch YouTube community, like teching more stuff like that.
I know, but the thing,
Yeah.
I've seen like a video of like he
There's
goes.
legendary clips.
Peek,
Yeah,
I've seen the clip like I've seen it a long time ago, and I was like, oh, that's the
He's
motherfucker
like,
that he hosted it this year, and I was like, oh shit, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, and so Mister had put in the chat, and it had our title in it. Strawhat Sitdown. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna check y'all out." That's what King Recon said. So I was like, "Well, that shit was crazy." It's like kind of shocking, So it's dope. And I haven't watched it fully. I just started it when it was coming, but I'm definitely gonna watch, piece by piece, watch it out. It's a 10-hour long
It's
VOD.
a 10-hour long VOD. So
But yeah, more
They
One Piece
talk a lot.
content is always appreciated, man.
yes.
Big shout out to them.
Yeah.
Much love for the shout out. We appreciate all y'all. Hopefully,
One
can
day
have us
we'll
on
be there.
next year. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Get us on
That's the-
there, baby. Stop playing,
that's the-
man. We're gonna go
That's
crazy.
the plan.
Back to
Yeah.
us, though, we doing our part. Every week. The break month this is it. Finally, we're about to be done, guys. The last break week
yes.
before we return. So
Yes.
It's time. Yo,
There's already spoilers out, y'all. Shit, be careful out there.
I'm finna go read them.
He said
Yo,
it's
you're
big.
sick.
imagine reading them the month, like after a month of waiting.
After
Year
a
cycle,
month
bro.
off, like damn,
Year cycle,
son.
I'm finna read them, post them on my Twitter. Hold on.
Nah, you're sick.
Oh,
now,
you know-
now you gotta get blocked. 'Cause now
Oh.
you're crazy, bro. But yeah, we are winding down on the break month that we've had. Hopefully Oda has had a nice, speedy, healthy recovery and he's back in tip-top shape. I'm very interested to see the image quality of this next chapter. I want to see if we see any difference, because I don't know if we'll really see any difference, because it's not just him working on everything at the end of the day anyway. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has his assistants and stuff. But if this eye thing has been bothering him for a while now, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? If he's seeing better, it could lead to a lot higher quality product. I'm interested. I'm gonna be on the lookout in this next chapter. I'm gonna be analyzing a little bit, see what it looks like.
No,
But,
it's true. I suffer from it a little bit, not to his extent, but like when it comes to drawing, I start seeing double sometimes, and it kind of fucks you up. So, but I like you said, I'm definitely excited to see if the quality goes up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would definitely be cool.
The edges, like the edges of every character, every thing drawn,
crystal
like,
clear. You're gonna be able to highlight every single drop of everything that's in the.
You know who it's gonna be like? It's gonna be like a Mod's barber, bro. Just a laser.
Yo,
on the
that's so real. What?
Hold it with the Sharpie, bro. Nice and
bro. Stop.
The laser, bro. The laser.
Yo, you stupid. Son.
No, that was a good. That was a good one.
No, that was OG. So yeah, while we are waiting for this last chapter, we decided to do a little half-year in review. We're halfway into the year. We've been in Egghead, the Egghead arc. When did Egghead arc start?
Bro, it's been a while,
I guess the
bro.
first chapter, I think post break was 1053 or 1054, and we're on 1087. So it's been It only has been like 33 chapters. Fun enough. That's kind of ham.
Yeah,
Feels like it's been more than that. But I guess the break.
It was last year when it first started, right?
Yeah, so it started last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like either in October of last year or November, somewhere in that range.
Right. Okay.
Crazy.
So we definitely have been keeping up, as everybody has. You know what I mean? We've been going through Egghead for a while, so we decided to take a break while Oda's taking a break, and look back at what we've gone through, what the Strawhat crew, and not even the Strawhat crew now, because we've seen shit all across the world in One Piece. So decided to just look around, see what's going on, trying to analyze some things, and maybe see where some of these characters are going from here, right?
Yeah.
Little Egghead breakdown.
And I think that's like the perfect place to start.
I like
Actually,
that.
that was a bar.
Well,
But I think that's Egghead Break. I don't know. That's where I thought that's what Mr. was talking about.
I'm fucking crying. That wasn't even a
It's just shit that.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Go
It
ahead,
just sounded
go
good.
ahead, go
I
ahead.
can't break down. I just liked it, bro. That's it.
I respect
But
it, I respect it.
but actually, so actually, you brought it a good point, Callie. Like the perfect place to start is like how, bro, the Final Saga is so different because dog, it's not just the Straw Hats that we're seeing every chapter, bro. It's been like it's been like 7 chapters out without Luffy in the Straw Hats.
Yeah,
Like he went like after before the Rivery, it was fucking like Kid and Law, Shanks. So that's really where I think we should start with like fucking Kobe, Ball Hancock, Rayleigh, Blackbeard, bro. We're seeing everyone.
That's true.
Bro.
That's
I
that,
honestly
right? We
forgot
see
about
that.
some of that shit. I'm not gonna
Forgot
lie.
about that.
It's been
Wait.
so long, bro. Jesus Christ.
When was the end of Wano? Was that this year?
No, End of Wano was
No,
last
last
year.
year. It was like 1050 something.
Okay.
It was literally 1 year ago. So y'all remember 1 year ago, Oda took a break at this time too. And
Yes.
Was
You're right.
it? Was it literally 1 year
Like,
ago?
I think it
was
was like June, the same amount, basically the same time.
That's insane. Wow. Man.
Yeah, he think it was like August or some shit like that. Last year.
It
It was
for
around
the-
this time. It was
for
around this
the
time.
movie. Or the live action, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to like South Africa for the live action stuff. And
Yes.
it's kind of funny that a year later we saw like a lot of the trailers. It's pretty funny timing. But yeah, like isn't that fucking crazy? Like the characters that we're seeing move immediately after the arc ends. Everyone is here, right?
Yeah. It's
I
definitely.
think that's the first.
No, it's definitely dope. It's definitely dope. We got a lot of pieces going on. I don't even know where to start. We can go in chronological order, right? We could just
Yeah, definitely. So immediately after Wano, well, I guess they leave Wano. They pick their destinations. They talk about the man marked by flames. That was like a big thing that they start with. And then so they talk about Sabo and Luffy's dream. Wow. The Final Saga is crazy, bro. Just remember,
Yo, the range of emotions just went through it now. That was
Bro, like 7 oohs and ahs.
That shit gets a short. Yo, fucking YHuss all over the place, bro.
Bro, it's because I'm just because I wanted to earlier, but I was
crazy though. No, it is crazy though. No, you're right. Like this shit.
Bro.
This shit's all over the place, bro. And
I
then
know.
like, he's like really bringing everything full circle.
Yeah, and I guess the real first big development is the fact that Bonnie is a major character in this arc. Like, what do you guys make of that after like how many years of not seeing her?
That, and also we get the reveal that that she's Kuma's daughter.
Kuma's daughter.
Yeah.
That was
That's
definitely
the
one of the
arc
big
starts.
instances. Yeah, I think a lot. I feel like a lot of people expected Bonnie to come along with the other
Rouge,
right?
yeah.
Because they were very tied at Saudi. But we haven't seen him at all. This has really been a Bonnie centric arc. We've learned a lot more about this character than I thought we would. I didn't expect to see as much of her as we would have. You know what I mean? But definitely getting a lot. And I'm sure once we come back from Egghead, we're still gonna get a lot more. She was in that room last time we checked, right? But we don't know if where she's at right now.
You're right.
Yeah, we left her as she was looking at Kuma's backstory.
Yeah, going through Kuma's memories has been affecting her. I wonder what we're gonna get, what conclusion we're gonna come away after that. Like, because I wonder if we're gonna see it right away, or if it's like by the time we see Bonnie, she has seen all his memories, and then she starts taking like different actions or something like that. Like, I wonder.
I think she's gonna play a pretty big part in whatever this great big event that's supposed to happen on Egghead is.
Bro, I forgot about that shit low key, bro.
Yeah, bro, the big event, whatever is gonna happen. We've been away from Egghead so long.
They did say that. Yeah, you're right.
It's gonna be a monumental event. It's gonna shock the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'll.
The arc starts by meeting Vegapunk, which is insane because I think the first time they mentioned him was like, was like Water 7 or some shit.
Yeah. It was a minute ago. It was post Water 7. It was I remember the scene.
Holy fuck, bro.
It was definitely dope to finally see Vegapunk for the first time. It was funny going through the chapters and like trying to guess who or what Vegapunk was, because we first saw Vegapunk and it was the girl. We were confused.
Yeah.
And then we saw the old man. We're like, oh yeah, that's the real Vegapunk. And then we saw not the old man, Shaka.
Shaka.
So Shaka, right?
Shaka.
And then we was like, oh, that might be him. And then we saw the old man. And we was like, oh shit, this is the real Vegapunk. So it was definitely cool seeing. I like the way Oda did his character and revealed him, because he deserves to have a big reveal like that. You know, something not as little as just coming on the stream with his name on there, right? Like it should be a big thing. He's been in this story for so long.
And his reveal wasn't just like to us; it was also to Luffy at the same time. You know, so I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's a nice thing to pick up on.
Absolutely, all the Straw Hats like getting introduced, and that shit was crazy. And there was also that legendary moment where Shaka is telling Lilith, "It's like, yo, look at that nigga Rono Zoro. He's about to smoke you if you don't stop fucking."
That shit was hard.
And Nico Robin, yo,
Yeah,
like,
Nico
they were
was
ready,
bro.
They were ready. That shit was hard.
And I think
remember that shit.
one thing I love that Maud always talks on is the fact that like this is the arc where like Luffy and the Straw Hats are getting recognized as a Yonko crew.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we see a bit of it at first.
Yes.
And obviously it's gonna happen when they punk off this marine fleet, you know, when Luffy smokes Kizaru.
Let's go. That's what I'm here for.
On that Kiki pack, yes sir.
That shit's gonna be legendary, bro.
No, I actually do. I really have held on to those words. Those when you said that, Mod, that I've been holding on to those words the entire arc because I firmly believe and we've seen it. You know what I mean? That this is the arc where they prove themselves. They show themselves to the world. I definitely really appreciate that statement.
I feel like that's what's happening here because, you know, with what the fights that Luffy and Zoro's going through right now, and everything, like, and Oda feels like Oda's dragging his feet to show what they can really do. But you know, I feel like it's leading up to something big. So we'll see from there. But look at like. Can we talk a little bit about how amazing this island is, though? Like, remember when we first got introduced to the island and like how beautiful it was? Yes. I think we were like talking about like, I think Callie, I think you said that this is like already top 3.
This is one of my favorite islands. Not like story.
Are you guys looking at a picture?
But like just the island. No. We're just talking. Talking about it.
Oh, wait. Okay. I was like, oh shit.
no. I remember when we first got that first scene when Luffy and Bonnie and I think it's Chopper and Jinbei. Yes, and they all first get on the island, and we get that first scene of the entire city and stuff, and the flying vehicles and all that stuff. It was so sick, man. I'm a sucker for like that cyberpunk futuristic setting, and Oda definitely did it cool. I'm interested to see the aesthetic in the anime.
Yeah, and we got a little bit of that like trailer thing where they showed all the colors for the.
I like that they're doing the old style anime. It looks nice. It looks good.
I'm excited, bro.
It was cool. Yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah. So I think it's like we got a little bit of the colors. We got the colors for the characters. It's so sick.
Yeah, for Vegapunks.
Yeah, all the Vegapunks, the Straw Hats. Oh no, it's this arc. I agree. The aesthetics are just amazing.
So happy Zoro didn't get all green, bro. They went with the black, bro. He looks
black
clean.
Is fire. I like Nami's and Robin's a lot too. Well, of course I do. But...
So
this
it's just not in this arc though.
Facts, absolutely.
Sanji, it's just so bad.
Absolutely not. No, that shit's so ass. The shorts with the fat ass Kingdom Hearts boots, absolutely not.
Yes.
I was so mad when I saw that. I'm like, bruh, why you keep doing one of my favorite characters like this? Like,
but to be fair, Sanji showed out in this arc compared to the other two. Remember that one
beat
chapter?
Jinbei's ass.
He was the one that took out his he took care of his seraphim, while the other two were struggling.
But he definitely was beating his ass. Yeah,
I remember we specifically saw Luffy and Zoro struggling with their seraphims.
Yeah.
The next panel, Sanji fucking took care of fucking Jinbei. Like,
and
he was really shining, bro. So aside from his drip, he did his thing.
He's definitely making up in other areas for sure.
I'm very interested to see how Sanji does decisively against the Seraphim, because we all know it's coming where all 3 of them will, like, you know, wreck their Seraphim in some type of way. But I wonder what Sanji will do, because as you know, like, Zoro and Luffy got advanced Conqueror's Haki, and Sanji doesn't. And you know, we're dealing with Lunarians whose defense is like comparable to Kaido, according to Luffy. So, you know, I wonder what Sanji will have to be able to do some type of like efficient damage to him.
If Free Jump is gonna pack this nigga Jinbei up, man.
You think that's on the same tier as
No, I don't. I absolutely do not. I absolutely do not. I absolutely would never say anything like that. But that's like the power up he showed at the same time as Zoro showed Conquerors, right? So I imagine that's when he like turns serious, right? And he does what he has to do.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hype, and especially because like we said, like the Seraphim are not their only battle coming up, right? The Marines are on their way. Kizaru, the now we know the Gorosei can fight, which is crazy.
So I'm ready for Saturn to pull up. Oh,
do you guys think the Seraphim are getting destroyed?
Hell no.
Nah, I think they'd be put down, but not taking out the story.
No, yeah, no, I agree.
No, see, the only way I can think of the Seraphim actually getting destroyed, and this is just me, like, hey, Kenny shit, if like one of the Gorosei pulls up and just obliterates him on his own, just to like show he's powerful.
That makes sense because they would be an expendable force.
Yeah, like they're expendable. He pulls up, destroys all of them. He's like, yeah, you dealing with a real nigga now. You know?
I could see
that would be some boss shit.
That's what I'm saying. I would fuck with that.
But holy shit, how expensive that was just to prove the point.
Al-Qaeda would not be, actually, none of them would be happy about it.
That's definitely an expensive ass point. You're not wrong. I ain't gonna count.
Yeah.
Okay, but who better to flex and expensive than the fucking 5 elder?
No, that's real.
You're not wrong.
You know what? I could see a scenario, and this is a little just speculating, but I could definitely see a scenario because I remember specifically when the Boa unit kind of flashed a little bit of Boa's personality when I think it was somebody complimented it. Was it Luffy or something?
I think
someone said the name Luffy and she reacted.
Yeah, right.
Wasn't it Jinbei? I thought it was.
I think I had just said like Sentomaru says like yo show him to the elevator and then Jinbei's like yo thanks and then she's like I didn't do it because I want to help you like I'm just doing it because my job and then Jinbei's like oh it's good to see that you're still like you know like a bit of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Okay, if she had known Luffy, that kind of would be a crazy like.
I could have sworn there was territory. I could have sworn there was a scene where.
There definitely was a scene where somebody said Luffy and she reacted.
It was the scene where I know what you're talking about. It was the scene where who said it? Sentomaru, where Sentomaru gave the Seraphim orders and to help Luffy. And Boa's, while it was very, very like tiny as a noticeable thing, we noticed that I think above her head it was like it was something that was different.
It was like a thought bubble. She's like thinking, even though others just like said, all right, no problem. Like they just like no question, you know. She was like pondering something, and it's like it's kind of interesting. So that's what I think. That's the moment you guys were mentioning.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there might be something there, and that's crazy territory because we do know that actually that the Jinbei one was using Fishman karate, and then I think it was Pythagoras that said, oh, they learned like their bloodline element stores memories. So
okay, yeah. So that was to my point, or my original point, that I could see a scenario where the Boa unit, her original memories or her love for Luffy, or whatever the case may be, maybe makes her help the Strawhats in some way.
Yeah,
and then I could see the Gorosei see that and then just obliterate it.
That's true.
You know, Oda's gonna set it up though, right? Like just like how Boa, either how Boa met Luffy in the first place, or how Boa helped Luffy at Marineford. So like y'all, I don't know if y'all remember at Marineford when she took she kicked Smoker.
Yep.
Because Smoker was on Luffy's ass and she kicked him. And then she pointed her her devil fruit ability at Luffy, and then everyone thought that she was gonna.
That's crazy.
And everyone thought that she was going to turn Luffy into stone, but instead she gave Luffy the key to Ace's cuffs. Yeah, and all that other stuff that she got hugged by Luffy, and then she fell over, flustered, and everything. It could be kind of a similar situation here, but instead where she's pointing at Luffy, she just fangirls out or something like that. So,
that'd be possible.
I could definitely see something like that where Oda, does something similar to And
I think especially when you consider the lineup of Seraphim that are here, it's. Other than Mihawk, I think Kuma, Jinbei, and Boa are very interesting because they're so anti-world government. Jinbei is one of the captains of the Sun Pirates. And that mark is what they use to go over slave marks. So that's like a big thing where we know he doesn't fuck with them, and obviously we're learning about Kuma's backstory, and how he was a slave to such dragons. So I think we could see something like that where they rebel in a sense against the Gorosei. So yeah, that's definitely like this whole personality thing we're talking about. I'm sure it's gonna come into play. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have to happen this arc, but definitely something in the Seraphim's future, I believe. At least.
That's what I was gonna say. That's something that I'm hoping that it's gonna happen. That the Seraphim develop their own will, because they did talk about it at the beginning of this arc. How damn, I forget, because the devil like them trying to control someone, right? And but then
the first thing Lilith says is that it's the shark, and she's saying you can't override like human or like natural desires, stuff like that.
Exactly. So I'm thinking that there's still something to that, and that the Seraphim will, eventually go do their own thing, and then whoever, because we met the other Seraphim also, we met all 7 of them, right?
Yeah.
The original warlords, and we don't know if there's more still, but we met Dofi, we met Crocodile, Moria, so
yeah,
I'm definitely curious.
The Seraphim are just a crazy addition.
Yeah, and that's also why I feel like it wouldn't make sense for us to lose any of them, because I feel like they just revealed the remainder of the Seraphim, so now we have the complete set. I feel like it would be a little weird to immediately smoke one off after just revealing the full set and whatnot.
No, but now that you said that though, I could definitely see, let's say the Boa one is the one that gets attacked, right, from the Gorosei, and that's what causes Luffy to fight the Gorosei, bro. And then the event is that one of the Gorosei actually gets defeated or some shit like that, and we go from there.
Is that?
I don't know. That's just me right now. Just
I do like I always like that idea.
Because what if because that would set off everything? But I mean, I know we talked about it before, different scenarios on because like you said, something major is supposed to happen. It's either there's no way that the Strawhats are getting defeated.
So
right?
can we talk about it?
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to us, bro.
What are we thinking for the Gorosei and Kizaru?
Oh, that's true. That means they would. Yeah, it is. You're right.
Okay, no.
Kizaru.
I ain't gonna lie. I be fucking up the admiral names sometimes, bro.
Oh, you meant the pronunciation?
No. Just I be mixing them up, bro. I know they are, but I just my brains be farting with the names sometimes, bro. I'm not.
Adam Sandler, bro. Everyone says that you look like Adam Sandler.
You know what's crazy? If you had said Adam Sandler, I would have known exactly which one you're talking about. It's the craziest part.
I never thought about that. That's cursed.
Yeah, dude.
He looks just like him.
Yeah,
bro.
that's actually crazy.
Wow.
That's cursed.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that the live action picks him up.
Dead ass. That would have been fire,
bro. Shit, he already working with Netflix. You never know, bro.
Yeah, that shit would be sick, bro. But yeah, so where do we think we're going with the Gorosei and Kizaru and this big event that's gonna happen on Egghead? I personally, I can see Luffy versus Kizaru. I can't see Luffy versus the Gorosei right now.
I'm the opposite. I see it more with Luffy fighting a Gorosei, or at least initiating the I won't smoke with you niggas before he fights Kizaru or something.
I agree. I think actually
story-wise it makes the most sense for him to start with them.
Because Callie, my question is then that if Oda is showing us pre-Egghead that the Gorosei are fighters, I feel like he kind of wants. I think we're
context, bro, because we've all been questioning. Can these motherfuckers do something? And
Absolutely.
just by giving us the flashback, lets us know they can indeed do something. Like they did something to Sabo. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying Gorosei's not fighting. I think the Gorosei's gonna fight. I just don't think it's with Luffy right now.
Who do you think?
What I was gonna ask was who would he fight then? Because the Seraphim fight. Yeah, because the Seraphim are only. I think no one has higher authority than the Seraphim.
No, not even Vegapunk. Not even Vegapunk. Not even Vegapunk, unless like we said, they developed their own shit.
He has like some backup. Yeah.
Or the fucking what's the thing? The computer that they have.
Like that Punk Records thing. I'm kind of. I fell off that idea. I'm not gonna lie.
We still don't know what Oda has in store, right?
That
motherfucker definitely watch iRobot, bro. So
my point is, Callie, I can't see who else it would be if the Gorosei is gonna fight.
I'm gonna flip that on you real quick because I can't see. I actually don't know who would fight the Gorosei. I can't answer that, but I also don't know who would fight Kizaru. I don't see any of the Strawhats dealing with Kizaru.
I wouldn't say they have to beat them today, but I do think Zoro and Sanji like should have a size up, you know, like yo, let me see where I am.
Especially against the Admiral. I do think at
They're
this
not
point,
at that level yet, man.
Bro, that's your.
I wouldn't say
this is the next level though.
Admiral
This is the next
is
level.
Bro, we're
Admiral level is-
1100. We're
Bro.
1100 chapters into the fucking manga. I would hope they at least stand a chance.
Okay,
You know.
all right, maybe.
I mean, you guys last week had Luffy beating Akainu, right?
Yeah, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
I have Luffy over all these niggas. I have Luffy over all these niggas.
Hold up. Time out. Like, hold up. Time out. Everyone chill. Everyone chill. Cause y'all are about to go full blow. I mean, just to be clear, at least I think that everybody here agrees that like Luffy can take on admirals at this point. But
Agreed.
Yes.
like, depending on, I think the problem is like, how far away do you think Luffy is in comparison to his second and third strongest guy? If you think they're far away, then yeah, I think that it makes sense to believe they can't take admirals right now. At least Zoro and Sanji can. But if you think that like Zoro and Sanji are real close to Luffy, then I don't
think they're close right now. I don't think they're close. I think Luffy's on another level right now, man. And
I agree.
That's not even to slight Zoro and Sanji, because Zoro and Sanji are fucking ridiculous right now. But I just think Luffy is just in a whole nother tier right now.
They do have a lot going against them, right? Because we have Gorosei, Kizaru, Lucy, Kaku, Seraphim, you know, so like they don't really match up pretty well, and most of the Vegapunks are taken out for the most part, right? If I'm not mistaken, at this point.
Yeah, a few of them are. A lot of them are cooked. Yeah. Like I think it's Shaka. We don't know about Edison.
Shaka's coming back, man.
Yo, oh god.
I'm not believing it, bro. This nigga's coming back, bro.
Damn, Oda has.
It's not even Cope. It's Oda. Like, bro.
It's Oda, bro.
It's Oda.
Yeah, I don't blame you, bro.
Oh, he killed Vivi's dad recently, bro.
He killed two people in 500 chapters, bro.
He killed a few. Pedro, damn, you're already dismissing Pedro like that?
That's disrespectful. In 500 chapters.
He's fighting allegations. Low-key, at least fighting a little bit, but the problem is that the allegations make it hard to believe. That's all. I understand. But basically, Callie, what I'm trying to say is that I don't think Zoro is gonna beat Kizaru right now. But just like I didn't think like Law could beat Blackbeard, he put up a good fight.
He did.
So you can honestly, that's fair. I could see a scenario where they fight and they might not win, but they just step up to it anyway.
Yeah, because the goal is to get Vegapunk out. It's not to defeat these niggas right now.
Exactly, and what if like this right now? This is the litmus test.
You got it
right. You have Luffy testing his skills against the Gorosei real quick, see what's up, and then what if you got the tandem of Zoro and Sanji fighting Kizaru? Right, you know, like
I need a one-on-one. I'm not gonna lie. I know I just
I
said
like the one-on-one, but you have to think about. I mean, it actually them even teaming up doesn't make sense because they're so fucking undermanned. Like something's gonna happen.
There's probably other places they need to fight.
It's so weird. Like that sounds weird to me. Seeing a Zoro Kizaru 1v1, that sounds weird to me right now. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. I just feel like, you know, like Mod said, we got some Yonko shit, bro. Ben Beckman will stop Kizaru just like Luffy's
that
second.
That nigga Zoro is not Ben Beckman.
He will be though.
He will be. But he is not him right now.
I can agree with that.
This nigga Callie said that shit with anger. He's like, yeah, no.
Wait, a little slightly off topic. Did you guys see? I think it was an SBS where Oda talked about Shanks and Ben Beckman's love life, and he was like, Shanks is the type to
the ladies love him.
He's the type of guy that the ladies love, but Ben Beckman would probably have a higher body count because he's a ladies' man. He would actually bag more shorties.
Is that like the most recent SBS that's coming out now?
Yeah. I don't remember which one it was.
That's funny.
We posted it on the group chat earlier.
Yeah, and I was avoiding it just 'cause I want to see them all at once. Like that's fucking hilarious.
That's fair. No, there's a lot of them too.
That's high.
There's like something about Sentamaru about when they met him in the village, like the villagers.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spoil you.
No, don't. This is not a spoiler, bro. I'm not that stuff, bro. Don't worry.
I had to make sure. I didn't know what you were doing.
No. But yeah, no,
yeah.
it's hilarious. That's funny as fuck. I didn't know that.
There's a
That's-
lot.
Yeah,
They actually did a lot on this one. They talked about a lot. That shit was funny though.
That shit made me a Ben Beckman stan. I'll be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, you would be. You would be.
For an alternate idea for the big incident, I think Vegapunk dying could be on that level of big incident. It's like the treasure trove of the world. You know, one of the greatest scientific minds.
That would be big.
And I saw something in the Rivery recently. Hidden Island, sick YouTuber. He was saying that like Vegapunk is like a lot. Vegapunk is like just a lot of knowledge walking around. You know, like
yeah.
And that's like dangerous to the narrative in terms of like what can be revealed when.
Of course.
So if he's smoked before Egghead ends, then I could see that. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
That's actually very fair. That's very fair.
I
I
remember-
like
I
that.
think that makes sense.
I remember we spoke about this once, right? Like there's a possibility that he gets smoked and the knowledge is gone, right? Or he gets smoked and then somehow like he has a failsafe that it spreads out to everyone.
Yeah, the knowledge propagates.
I think I was the one who was talking about that because I was saying that my predictions for the end of the arc were that Vegapunk and Garp died.
Yeah, because we definitely talked about that, and then the fact that like everyone's saying like this knowledge is huge. Like this person has so much knowledge. If that knowledge got out to the world or to the right person, let's say fucking Morgan, or I don't know if Morgan would be the right person, but you know, like whoever, the dragon, like all this knowledge, like because we don't know exactly what Vegapunk knows about the Void Century, what everything. Like this is it's crazy how much this character knows. So I don't know, man. Losing them would be huge, but also the info getting out would definitely hurt the government.
No facts.
Well, we
and
know
I think
that's what they went there. I'm sorry.
Oh no! You please continue.
We know that that's the reason that they went there was to get rid of Vegapunk in the first place. That's why TP0 in this game. So they're definitely trying for.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of random small things about this arc that like just the random small lines that like we've forgotten about. And one of them I think is Stussy, when I think Sentomaru and Stussy are talking towards like the end of Egghead that we've seen. They're talking about how Vegapunk has taken the scholar's research much further. So I think there's even more that Vegapunk knows that he's not telling us yet. So that's going to be an even bigger problem for the government to deal with, right? So. They really want to smoke that nigga, basically.
And I know we also had the reveal of Stussy being like the double agent, but didn't? Oh, they confirmed that Stussy was the one that they called, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Cause I was like, wait, cause didn't they mention that the person that they called has been living there for a while, undercover, or like not undercover, but like hidden from the government?
I think it was like some assumption.
So yeah, because you know what it was? It was the wording that they used that we assumed that they meant
it was someone there
living on the island, but they really just meant that they've been undercover for a while, hiding from the government.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Another small random tidbit that we fucking forgot about is Bonnie and Kuma being part of a special race, bro.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Kuma told her, she told Luffy and Chopper and Jinbei, like Kuma always said we were part of a special race back when she first met them in the beginning of Egghead. I know.
Did she say that and then her sentence got like cut off?
No, she just didn't continue talking about it.
Okay. I vaguely remember that. Vaguely.
Are you saying that she might be a D? Maybe? You think the D might be a special race?
I'm big on that idea, bro. I think I was saying that earlier too. But yeah, any other ideas for final incident, like this big, huge incident? I feel like Gorosei getting smoked and like Vegapunk getting smoked, like the biggest things that could happen, honestly.
It's
hard.
Man.
It's really hard to say because there's so much that's leading into this. Like we got someone on Blackbeard's ship.
Oh my God.
I forgot. Holy shit,
Yeah.
I forgot.
That was literally the last panel of Egghead.
That was the last panel of Egghead. You're right.
Yeah, we got someone from Blackbeard's crew coming. Yeah. Oh, y'all forgot about it for real?
Absolutely.
There's so much that's happened.
We haven't been on Egghead for like 4 months, bro.
It's been a while, dog. It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I've still been thinking about like who that could be. I mean, I think we
basically know now.
Because you'd be like on YHuss shit. Like I've been thinking about the Davy Port incident like this whole time.
Bro is the thinker.
Big shout out to Sky, Sanji, and Chad. I feel like we haven't seen him in here in a while, bro.
What's going on, brother man?
Ain't nobody scared of Blackbeard's crew, Monstro on the island. What a real ass comment.
We can kind of deduct who's left in BB's crew.
Yeah,
based
it's
on
literally
everybody.
just I can tell you it's Katarina Devon and Lafitte. That's it.
That's it.
That's the only people we don't know are there.
Is Blackbeard
And-
back on the island? No, right?
Nah, he's with he just fought Law.
Right, because
like
we
that day.
saw him on Winners Island beating Law, and that was
You're
like,
right.
before,
Yeah, that was-
yeah.
Yeah,
and we know who's on. We know who was on Part Island because we were there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally just
La-
Lafitte and Katarina Devon are the only people we don't know.
Lafitte is a mysterious motherfucker, so you know I'm
Bro,
definitely.
that guy is suspicious as hell.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
very
I need
suspicious.
I need a reminder. I'm not gonna lie.
He was the guy
he
that
looks like a Joker type of
He's the
thing.
one
Oh
with
Like,
the
yes, he has
gun.
the face paint.
yeah.
yeah he has like a cane. But the real crazy shit about him is that he snuck up on the Shichibukai meeting in around around Water 7 to tell like,
Mihawk
the
and all
people that to be like, yo, Blackbeard is gonna do some shit. So we wanted to
Oh, he was him that did that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Holy
bro.
shit.
Oh, his
That
infiltration
was
skills are
him.
top
and he
of
has
the line.
a devil fruit we don't know about too. I think he grew wings, something like that at some point.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Oh,
he is really
shit.
and
he's a
Katarina
creepo, bro.
Devon has the fox, the Ninetales fox fruit or something like that.
Oh
where
yeah, you're right.
she can transform into people. So this whole egghead shit is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like more so deception, I think, rather than them pulling up and causing havoc.
I think
Still
that's
the what ifs,
definitely,
bro.
yeah.
That's hype.
I think that's definitely the
she's
theme
crazy.
of this arc. 100% is like deception. It's going for the whole murder mystery theme and
We-
stuff. I can definitely see that.
We
going.
definitely know Oda was just watching a few murder mystery movies on Netflix.
She was hyped for like 4 chapters.
He
we were
was like,
yo, we were so into it.
Nah, we was definitely playing Who Done It in the podcast. For
yeah,
those couple
he
of
was just
chapters, I
like,
can't
I
lie.
just want Knives Out. Let me, shit. I feel you though. I love that shit though. That shit's very, and it gives a nice new flavor to One Piece, bro. Like I was not expecting.
Me neither, bro.
Same.
But yeah, I honestly think I maybe it's just I just have some different thoughts on Egghead. I don't see anybody besides. I think Vegapunk is probably the most likely to get smoked out of
Agreed.
anybody.
I agree.
on-
I completely. That's my going prediction.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I can definitely see that happening.
I don't see him being on the crew long term like Kiyomon or anything
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, no, I can't see that. Well, yeah, I guess that would be it for the Egghead incident, but there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened after that.
Yeah, Egghead is
Um,
crazy, man. What do you guys think of the return of Lucci and Kaku?
Yes,
I'm
and
sorry.
with the
I'm sorry.
awakens.
Awakened Zones, that is cool. I will say.
I'm
Like,
sorry, bro. I'm asleep. I just don't.
Oh, we
Oh,
know.
No,
we know
I
you would
remember
be.
you saying that when they first
He
released
was.
Yes,
too. I
he
remember
was.
that
He
shit.
was the
He
only
had
nigga
division
that-
low key.
No, yeah, bro. I was the only nigga. I'm talking about shit. Y'all thought this nigga was gonna be important or relevant at all. This nigga showed up, got bodied instantly, and we never heard from this nigga again.
Talking about Lucci?
Yes.
That's a
Team that proposed to team up
they're
with
like
the,
they're helping
with
Luffy.
the
They're helping
And
protagonist.
his weird ass giraffe neck nigga pulled up and got smoked. I don't want to hear it.
Woo! Yo, Zoro was sleeping too.
Yeah.
And Kaku attacked him too. Like that.
No,
man,
that-
he
that
still got
nigga-
smoked.
That nigga
That's
is-
Zoro all day though. We just saw it in film Gold. Like, he's sleeping, pirates attack him, he smokes him for it. and the discussion.
That might be one of the most dangerous Zoros. Just sleeping Zoro.
Sleeping Zoro.
Like, yeah.
Bro's ready. And like
He's
I
like,
said,
did you
it's
shut
like,
me up out of my sleep? Oh, you dead. Like,
Just saying, like
did he do the joke again like he did on Water 7 where he's like, oh, is that Usopp? Did he do it again or no?
he did.
Oh my god, I love it.
And Luffy called him Usopp too.
Yeah, he
'Cause,
said Usopp, go chase after Zoro.
Yeah.
And then Kaku's like, sure. He's like, wait, did you just call me someone else?
yeah.
No, that is hilarious.
right.
Man.
It is,
Bro.
it is freaking great. But no,
Yeah, them niggas are scrubs though, yeah.
No, Luffy-
I-
I actually loved it because we got to see Luffy show out.
Facts.
know.
He beat his ass,
definitely.
no Conqueror's hockey. That's crazy.
Yes. And on top of that, I mean, I don't know if I remember saying that Lucci was gonna be like uber duper important. I just thought Luffy was gonna make an example out of him when they fought. Or at least when they stared off. I already knew what was up. But
Oh, yeah, that's smoke right there. That's
right.
nice.
But no, I'm still mad that they got it, but Kaido didn't. I'm still mad about that. Like, it
I was trying to have a good time, bro.
it makes no sense. It makes no sense that these two losers get awakening but Kaido did not.
Losers
King,
is crazy.
Oh,
King of
yeah.
Beasts.
fucking
Like-
yes, awaken,
Facts,
baby.
bro. Facts.
Oh man,
Still gets me mad to this day. But
still boils.
You know, niggas will
To
say to
this
you every single
day.
time, "Oh, just wait until God's Valley."
God's Valley.
They
The
always say, bro.
flashback.
I'd be mad if in the flashback we see it, and that made me honestly. I hope he doesn't. That made me more mad. 'Cause I gotta know why did he do it on the big Wano?
Oh,
Like-
okay. It's
But-
I don't know. We still think with the whole mind thing, right? Because like
Yeah,
he was
I still
always
like that
drunk
idea a
and
little bit.
PTSD because he still was bugging out even during the fight with Luffy.
Like you gotta master your body and mind to awaken or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what he said. For me, it's like it makes me feel a little bit better. I think it still feels bad though that he didn't awaken, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the greatness that is the Final Saga. Because after Wano, bro, he didn't miss, bro. Like just banger chapter, Boa, Blackbeard.
Oh my god, I
Shit's
forgot.
crazy, bro.
I forgot that was right after that.
Literally immediately after, bro.
Right after was the
Bro.
Boa Blackbeard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
and that's
the
why we have Kobe on.
stand-up with
on
Kobe.
Right?
yeah,
Rayleigh
it was
showing up.
in the past, technically.
Yeah, because Kobe was because Bo was on the ship with Rayleigh and Rayleigh's wife.
Yeah, who were they revealed to be one of the empresses of Amazon? That shit was crazy, bro.
Exactly. Yep.
No, Oda was wilding, bro. Oda was wilding.
He's
What else was
bugging
there
out.
on Egghead that we didn't get to talk about?
Oh, you talking about the arc or on the island?
The arc, the island. Because really, we're just waiting for the Kuma backstory.
Wait,
This whole
I-
incident.
How are they gonna get out? We're trying to like that's the main thing. They're trying to get out and they're trying to find Vegapunk.
Roll that work. Yeah, that's the they have to like. Oh, another thing actually that's weird
You
about
can't
this.
cool the burst with fucking Kizaru there, bro. That motherfucker still get you.
Telling you, man, Luffy's packing that nigga up, bro. I've been saying, bro.
Uh,
But I think another actual interesting thing about this arc is that the narrator box was saying that the incident is 24 hours from now. It's like the
Yes.
next
Yeah.
day,
Yes,
yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
which is
right.
crazy. Like
Oh.
they're in the middle of a disaster right now. Like all this is going down. So
All right, question for y'all.
Mhm.
Next chapter that comes out, it says 6 days. I'm looking at Viz right now. Do y'all think it's gonna start off like hours later or like right where we were left off? You know what I mean? Like it'll be like hours later. We're gonna see them like some destruction and shit.
Wait,
and
so
we're like,
even before
what the
that,
fuck?
oh, so you're saying we're back at Egghead next chapter? You just think we're
Yeah,
back at Egghead?
I can see us going back to Egghead.
Okay.
yeah, my
Okay.
bad. I was assuming. This is me assuming that we're going back to Egghead.
Okay.
Do y'all think it will be like an hours later type of thing? Then they go back and tell us what happened, or
No,
like we're picking up where we're
That's a
left
good
off.
question. I feel like that's possible.
I think there's
See-
too many. There's too
There's
much
yeah.
stuff
feel
going on
like-
that island for them to go to like the end of the incident and then backtrack. I mean, he could,
I'll-
but
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even feel like we're going back to Luffy and them still. I feel like they're gonna finish up all the side shit
Okay.
and then go back to Luffy after everything's done, so they can like
What didn't get finished up? Can I ask that?
the Blackbeard fight.
Oh, Garpin. Yeah, Garpin Yokiji is the big thing.
Yes.
Garp and Aokiji.
Yeah. Yeah, Yokiji's in a hole right now. You're spinning. We gotta. Do we have to see that? Are they gonna show us that?
I'm sure.
they
Like,
are
I
because
don't-
Garp is getting put in the pack, so we have to see that.
Yeah, Garp is gonna die, so yeah, it makes sense.
I'm like, even though Oda's showing us all this stuff, I'm
Yo,
still like,
Can I just say I love having the stream up and looking at y'all faces when people say something? Because when he said put him in the pack, this nigga Mod's face, like,
Wow.
Yo, that nigga look like these niggas, bro. Yo, I'm
They sticking for
tears,
themselves.
son. Oh,
I'm
shit.
chilling. I'm chilling. Like you can have all the opinions you want. But
Look, man, Garp's getting wrapped. Garp's getting killed.
I definitely see the Garp pack. I'm not gonna lie,
Killed
bro.
is strong.
It's raps.
It's
No, it's
strong
raps.
for
It's
him.
raps. It's raps.
I don't know.
I can see him lose maybe, but kill.
He's not. Look, bro. He's gonna die for Kobe to get out or some shit.
I'm a D3 on this one because honestly, we're in the final saga. We
Garp
need shit
serves
going,
no
bro. We need
purpose
shit
anymore,
going.
I'm sorry. For the
That- no,
story,
but-
he really doesn't.
no.
Well, not that he doesn't serve purpose, but it would be another motivator for fucking Luffy, bro. Like another like someone else that Luffy
Let me
has to
reword.
fucking.
Let me reword that then.
Already-
This is the biggest.
Bro,
This would be the
bro.
biggest purpose for Garp as a character. It's like it would be more of a motivator for Luffy.
Agree.
Bro, I never understand that argument, bro. Like Luffy has all the motivation
I
he
agree.
needs to not like Blackbeard off rip. He don't need like in the past everyone would say like, oh, Shanks needs to die by Blackbeard's hand so that Luffy can feel even more motivated. Like, why? He lost his brother and he spent more time
That's
with
true.
Ace than he did with Shanks. Like,
Low key, I think my nigga Jay in the chat is spitting, bro. This is One Piece, bro. Niggas don't die. So I don't think Garp's gonna die.
No. See, I'm on the opposite shit, bro. It's the final arc, bro. Niggas are finally gonna die.
I think
Niggas are finally gonna die. Niggas are finally gonna die. You can quote me on that. You can quote me on that.
Say no more. I will.
Garp is gonna be the.
Yeah,
Garp is gonna be the first one. Garp's gonna be the first of a. I'm not gonna say many, but a couple. He's gonna be first of a couple.
but
I'm not with D3 for the. I don't agree with it being Luffy's motivator necessarily, because I do agree that he has no motivation already, but I can see his character and his death causing a shift in a lot of characters' perspective and views.
Agreed.
I didn't mean
The
that
only
just for
character
Luffy.
that would
I just
do
mean
something
it changes. It changes a lot. Like
It
and it
changes a
pushes
lot.
like the story for like, hey, Blackbeard killed the hero. Like
Yeah, the hero of the Marines, and then
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's not just for
Kaino's gonna
Luffy.
have to do something.
And this would cause Akainu and like everyone to set into action because they're like, okay, between Cross Guild, fucking Blackbeard killing Garp, like we need to do something now. Like it's gonna set shit into action.
And we already know that they're stretched thin. They've said it many times.
I'm trying to hear what Ma gotta say. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hear what Ma gotta say.
They're stretched thin, but Garp retired. But anyway, if Garp had to die, it would not be to motivate other like characters like Luffy or whatever else. Anything, this will only do something to Kobe and maybe Helmeppo. But Aokiji already set it up. He said, who you're going to choose between, your old protege and your new one. Like, so I feel like the context is maybe there for that, to where Kobe may in the future even fight Aokiji at some point over the loss of Garp or something like that, and Blackbeard. But like, other than that, like I guess the whole Luffy thing, just hell no. We don't need any more deaths to motivate Luffy to hate Blackbeard. He already has that.
I think that Garp's death would actually complete his character arc. I'm not gonna lie. I think this would be the perfect end for his character arc. I think that him not being able to save Ace and then being able to sacrifice himself to save Kobe would be like perfect thematic end.
Okay, here's my question.
Go ahead.
My question is it's not gonna be Aokiji who murks him though. Do you guys think that, or is it? Or I assume it's gonna be like the other Blackbeard pirates, like being rats like they did to Whitebeard, and like
it would. If it was Aokiji, it would solidify him as definitely like.
This nigga's evil.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's.
I don't think he's evil.
Yeah, but exactly, I don't think that's the case. I do think it'll be someone else.
I could see.
And y'all are fine with that. I can understand.
I could see like. Oh, go ahead.
We're probably gonna say the same thing. I could see maybe not Aokiji, but I could see Garp. Holding off like the entire Blackbeard pirate crew
I like
while
that.
everybody else is escaping. You know what I'm saying? And it's just.
I was thinking more in the vein of like, Aokiji has Garp on his toes or something, and he has the ability to do it, and he can't do it, and then somebody just does it for him.
Yeah, I can see something like Shiryu.
Like Garp has the opportunity to end Aokiji, but he can't do it. Okay,
yeah, like YHuss said, like Shiryu, because doesn't Shiryu have the invisibility fruit?
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so like he
comes out of
squaring
nowhere.
off with Aokiji, and fucking Shiryu comes out of nowhere and just stabs this nigga in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see that. That's definitely fair.
Definitely can see that. I feel like Garp is such an interesting character. I feel like there's so much to him, like his relationship with Dragon, what he knows about, ideas like the Will of D and stuff like that. It would be a fucking shame.
My thing with that is that he's old. So it's
He
not
absolutely
like
is. He absolutely
it's not
is.
like a majority of the information you want to know from him can be revealed at any point in time through a flashback. There's nothing present turn that Garp is doing that we don't know or that we need more info on. You know what I'm saying? Anything anything that you would want to know about Garp would be revealed in a flashback. It would be from his past.
I understand. I the last thing I'll say, and I feel like at this point I'm kind of like nitpicking a little bit, is just I kind of hope that his grudge against celestial dragons. I feel like we didn't get enough from that. No, I mean, I'm sure I can understand why you hate them. Fuck them niggas. But
There's gonna be a.
I feel like there's something more. You know, like he really hates these niggas. He didn't want to be an admiral because of these niggas. Like, he would have to come to their rescue and stuff like that. I just feel like there's like that left, but I see what you guys are saying. I don't disagree with a lot of what you guys just said.
That's fair.
So but you guys do think that Aokiji has the capability to beat him one-on-one?
Yes.
I can see that too.
I think it's high diff, but I think it's possible.
Yeah, no, it's hard as hell, but like I think he does just because of Garp's age.
Yeah. That's not even a downplay Garp, because that nigga definitely.
No. Yeah, I mean that nigga definitely punched the air and obliterated the city. Like
he threw him through the ground.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Mod said that when that happened, that was probably the biggest feat of hockey so far.
Probably, yeah, because of the literal size of the Congress hockey, like how far he didn't touch it from, like this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was like
that shit was so hard. I remember that panel to this day. That shit was fire, bro.
I actually have it as my background for one of my monitors.
Oh, that's sick.
It was hard. That chapter was so sick because it was such a huge, like it was just such a shock. It's like, did we really just read that right now? I was laughing after I read it. I was like, what the fuck?
Galaxy Fist. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Insane, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking about big feats, Shanks.
I was about to say
not
that
only
because...
Wano, but versus Kid. What do you guys make of what he's been doing so far?
I'm pretty sure that was the feat before Garp too. Was Shanks
Garp.
One.
Yeah,
it was Shanks first, and then it was Garp.
Yeah.
No facts.
Shanks is a G. He's a fucking G person.
Absolutely, bro.
I think that. All right. Well, actually, before Shanks, let me talk about Kid, because I think Kid is a little bit of a shorter discussion. As to
talk about.
You see,
nothing happened.
Yeah, ain't a whole lot.
So I know we had this discussion before, but just for a quick recap, are we feeling Kid coming back, or is he just done, finished, finito?
I think he's gonna come back.
He's
definitely gonna come back, but like I don't know what they do with him as a character. Like all jokes aside, you know, the whole I hate Kid meme, I don't know what they do for him as a character at this point. Like,
that's fair.
I just don't get what his purpose is. Like his whole thing was like he wanted his run back with Shanks. Okay, they beat Big Mom. He got his run back with Shanks, and he got shit on. Like, what do you do from here?
And his crew gave up the
ship obliterated.
Yeah, like what do you do? Like, unless they're just like, damn, we're just at fucking Straw Hat's beck and call now. Like, that's all you do. That's the only thing that you do for them.
I will say Oda's the guy that brought Melody
Law.
back.
Like, I don't know where you go from here. I mean, Law has more, I guess.
No, but even Law was questioning himself. At the end of Wano, he was asking himself, like, what do I do now? Like,
Law has way more merit, though, because Law is such
agreed.
a much deeper character that's been in the story for so much longer and done so much more. He has a lot more going for him. Yeah,
there's different like paths to take Law, but just Kid, I just don't know how you make him seem still interesting and an actual threat.
Yeah, I definitely I feel like Oda had a direction for this character when he was first introduced, and for like the first couple times, even in Wano when we first saw him, I feel like he had a really good direction. He had a motivation, he had a purpose, right? But right now, with all of that just crumbled away, I think it's definitely really hard to see where this character goes from here in a meaningful way. Because like you said, we don't want him to just be a Straw Hat henchman, right? And that's not even him. You know what I mean?
So, what I think, though,
it would be hilarious though.
It would be funny.
Because they'd be bagging on him the whole time.
It would be too pitiful to even find funny. Low-key.
It would be actually. I would be like, look how far you fall. Like, that's so real.
Yeah, and even then, like, I just don't see it believable for Kid having to come back at this point.
No, I mean, I don't disagree with you on that, D3. I think, like I know I've said it before that Kid is like a foil of Luffy, but he's like the one that that didn't show any humility, right? Like
Yeah.
because we know that he's killed people, he's tortured people. Luffy's not that type of person,
Mhm.
and like even though they have that same type of passion to like to achieve like that same charisma, you would say, but it just like it just shows like because remember this chapter this moment they also showed us the rest of Shanks' fleet, and they're all fodder, like straight up
Scrubs, yeah.
fodder, scrubs,
Yes. Yes.
and without a second thought, Kid shot at them. Not even at Shanks, shot at the fleet, right? Because they were all in front of it. They were trying to, protect
Right, he was
Shanks or
about to
whatever.
shoot at them or whatever.
Yeah,
He's about to
yeah,
pump him,
he was about
yeah.
to, right? But like, no, then we saw Shanks, saw the fucking future sight and all that shit. But it just goes to show that he's not like he's one to attack because that's just his nature, and that shit backfired.
I'm of two minds of this kid shit because I think my opinion on what's gonna happen hasn't changed in the sense that I could see, because this is the same guy that brought back Bellamy and
Agreed,
Hachi
agreed.
from all
Agreed.
Yeah.
And that's fair. Like I'm not I shit on Kid a lot. I actually do like his character. I just think his direction in the story is stupid as hell.
I think Kid
And
is easily one of the coolest characters, like just from an
Like,
aesthetic standpoint.
Yeah,
absolutely.
he's sick. He's sick as
Absolutely,
hell.
yeah,
It's
I
it's
agree.
His
just
personality too. I really like. He's
Yeah.
just
I just got tired of feeling like I could believe in this character and him do some cool shit, and then just shit like
okay,
this
I'm
happens.
glad you said that because the other opinion I have about Kid, and it extends to Law in a sense, even though Law's the GOAT and like a legendary, like non-main character. I'm glad, and it kind of goes back to people thinking that like this means that Luffy's gonna lose at Egghead, bro. I'm so glad that Oda showed that respectfully these niggas are not on Luffy's level. They're not Luffy's rivals,
No.
even though like they technically are, like narrative. I understand. They're shown that way in Sabaody, but Luffy's real rival is Blackbeard, and I guess at this point it's Shanks. But my point being is that these niggas, bro, they had to fight another Yonko as a team. Luffy's fighting Kaido on his ones. Not to say Luffy's the same strength as Kaido, whatever. But
Okay.
my point is that, bro, Luffy's fucking MC. These niggas are side characters. I'm glad they got smoked in almost.
Agreed.
So
No, I
my point
agree.
is that like I'm glad this happened so that people don't have the expectation of them being like end game, like what's it called, laugh tale contestants. Just like Maud said, they gave up their poneglyphs, which is like basically forfeiting, right?
Yeah.
Forfeiting the race, yeah. 'Cause
Exactly.
They were,
So and
they
I'm
were-
glad
they were-
because we know who the real rivals are.
It's
but
the four
still, like I
emperors.
said, it's the nigga that brought back Hachi. It's the nigga that brought back Bellamy. He could take him in a direction we're not ready for. So I don't put it past Oda. But if it ends and Kid doesn't come back in a meaningful way, bro, I'm not gonna feel too bad, bro. He did his thing. To a
Yeah.
degree.
Yo, I
Explain that
sick as a hater.
No, man.
No, I'm a YHuss on this. Like, Kid, if he doesn't come back in a way that matters, cool. He served his purpose.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Law coming back though, without a doubt.
Yeah. No, Law's coming back. Law's coming back. 100%.
I feel like it's so crazy to think that Law is gonna come back without Kid.
But I
It's
mean,
just so
Law
crazy to me,
Law
man.
just
Bro,
his
Law
fruit
had a whole,
alone just matters.
Bro, Law had a whole arc with Luffy and him, bro.
Yeah,
and
and
even
he
Punk
had
has
a
it too.
whole storyline just
To
going
be-
off the importance of his fruit.
Yeah, that's
What-
not
what-
even.
what-
Yeah, no. I when I say that, that's not me saying that Kid is of equal value to the story as Law, but it's just the amount of times that they've been shown together in the same sense.
the three of them.
It's just so hard for me to envision one of them coming back and not the
Right.
other. They've
No, that's true.
they've been
Yeah, I
shown
understand
as a pair for so long, and I know they're not narratively equivalent. You know what I'm saying? They've just been shown together so
As-
long. It'd be so weird. To me.
especially
Same here,
as a
honestly.
trio with Luffy.
Yeah,
Right,
like that
'cause-
idea of the three captains.
Oda's always been about trios. We got the monster trio. We got those three.
You
We
know
got
what's
the
crazy
three
about
double,
that too?
three double fruits, the
You-
three ancient weapons, all that.
You know what's really crazy is that when the the new 4 Yonko bounties came out, a lot of people were up in arms because Kid and Law didn't
Had his
get,
name as Luffy.
yeah,
Or
they didn't get recognition. They didn't get the same recognition
Yeah.
as Luffy, right? They
Yeah.
didn't get Yonko status, even though they took down an emperor as well.
And they have the same bounty.
Yeah, and now that I think about it, I really think that them losing here might have been Oda's way of showing us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really what I'm trying to say. Like they
I-
were
yeah.
like they Oda showed them like that a lot of the times, especially Wano, Sabaody. But in truth, we know who the real, like the MC is, man.
I didn't
It
think
had to
about it like
happen.
that.
That's what I
I
think.
don't know though about necessarily that. I mean, didn't Shanks when when he was stepping up and his crew was like, "Oh yeah, we got it, and don't worry about it." And he's like, and officially wasn't he like, "Oh come on, he got 3 billion, he got 3 billion berry bounty." And then when he sprung into action, and because of his future sight, didn't he say like, basically all that destruction? He commented like as expected, like he has like I expect someone with 3 billion to be this dangerous.
No, in fact, I'm not saying that he's not a problem, and because we saw Law and him doing damage to Big Mom, right? Regardless of who did more, Big Mom was had to use her power to heal herself and stuff. Like they have the abilities, and maybe if they took a different path, they could be the Yonkos instead of Luffy. If they got allies, they got territory or whatever. But I'm just saying like when it comes to like the levels, these niggas are not.
In comparison, it's really just in
not
comparison.
Power. I don't even mean power. Yeah, I just mean like. Obviously, who's the MC? I'm being fucking literal, but of course, right? Of course, he's gonna be the most important character, blah blah blah. But I just mean like, I'm glad that Oda is showing us that Luffy has outgrown these guys. This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I you know what? I think it's funny because like right at the end of Wano, they had a competition on what route to choose, and Luffy lost. He lost he lost the Law won the first one, and then he lost the Kid. So I thought it was funny that like. They won their match against Luffy, with the whatever game that they were playing, but it was the wrong route to take because they got smoked.
I remember thinking about this, and low-key, they're all kind of terrible routes.
No,
like Luffy has an Admiral on his
No. The only terrible route was the one Law took because Blackbeard was waiting in the cut for whoever came that way. But
because if Law or Luffy, you're right. If Law or Luffy had went to Shanks, I don't think there would have been a fight. There definitely would have been one with Luffy. Yeah. I can't really see it with Law. Maybe, but probably not, to be honest.
Yeah, they wouldn't provoke Shanks like that. Yeah, for sure. Well, then again, it's a fucking pirate life. They all have opponents, and we don't know how. I know Shanks said he wants the One Piece, but we don't know how he would react if Luffy pulled up. Like, would he be like, "Yo, Luffy, run the Poneglyphs," right? Yeah. I really feel like that could be something he might do the next time he sees him. My point basically is that like. Threat level wise, what could happen? They're all pretty bad. Like an Admiral's pulling up to Egghead with the Gorosei. Blackbeard was waiting.
She's really bad, bro.
They're all terrible, bro. Like,
and also, you know what?
The fleet coming from Egghead is way bigger than a regular Buster Call fleet. So.
Yeah. That shit is huge.
Bro, it's so funny because I feel like Luffy just always happens to take the hardest fucking path, bro. When it comes to like ships, cause Nami, I remember one of the gags that they always did early on. They would be choosing Luffy, what island are we going to, and then they're like, is it one that's normal? And the other one there's lightning and shit.
Crazy one.
And then he always picks the craziest one, and I feel like that ends up fucking happening here because, like you're saying, threat level you got Blackbeard, right? Then you got Shanks, and then you got fucking. An Admiral and a fucking Gorosei and Seraphims and CP0,
Is this
might be
the hardest path for Luffy right now?
I think this is the hardest path in general.
Well, okay, what about versus the team versus team, like Straw Hats? You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a lot of fighting potential on Egghead's side, like the Seraphim, like you said, and we don't know exactly how the Gorosei are, but there's a lot of fucking threats on basically Egghead. Yeah. But low key, if Luffy went Law's way, I think the Straw Hats would beat Blackbeard right now. I don't know.
No, I agree with that. When I said,
there was only the five of them. It was only the five of them, Mod. It was only the five of them. It wasn't his whole crew.
Oh. Yeah. So crew to crew, I think the Straw Hats would win that match. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Out of all the options for Luffy, that was the hardest one because I think he could take on Blackbeard. Shanks,
he's not taking
They're not fighting. That's the thing. They're not fighting right now.
We don't know that though. Shanks said he wants to ice.
I don't think we'd fight right now. Honestly, bro, I don't think they would fight right now. I honestly
don't think so too. Because I think that Shank, Luffy, because Luffy said a long time ago, he said I wanted to take down all 4 emperors, but not Shanks. I want Shanks for last. So I can definitely see them not fighting each other. I could see them you know what would be funny? I could even see them Luffy going there, but he not acknowledge Shanks and Shanks not acknowledge him until it's time.
Everybody would meet each other and hug and everything, and then they would just walk past each other. Type shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
not even
type
acknowledge
shit.
each other.
Right.
And then
yeah.
at one point, randomly, they're gonna look at each other like, "Yo, it's time. It's time." Then just
Yeah,
gonna walk out.
yeah,
And that would be
yeah.
hard. I can't even lie. That would be hard.
And you gotta remember where they're at. They're at LBAP, and there's no way that the Giants are gonna fucking let them fight, especially the Straw Hats when they first get there, bro. There's no way. Like, so I don't know. Like,
Nah,
out of those,
I disagree with that heavily, only because the Giants are literally fighting. They're known for
Scribing ass niggas,
schooling
bro,
and
yeah.
shit like
They
that. You
are,
know what I mean?
but the moment you see the Straw Hats, they're gonna want to fucking celebrate because that's like the promise that they made, like especially with Usopp and all that shit. I feel like in that first.
If the Straw Hats pull down and then Luffy looks at Shanks like he means business, the Giants are stepping out the way.
I think also like it really, really depends on how serious Shanks is about like, yeah, let's get the one.
Yeah.
And I don't think at
Yeah.
that moment, like against Luffy at the time, I don't think he would be. I don't know, but Kid, like even Kid, he was reluctant. He was reluctant to fight against Kid until Kid, you know.
Well, he was looking to go ham on him, but the first thing he said is like, "Yo, hand over your opponent or die." Like
That's real.
Yeah,
He did say that.
that's because he
shit.
came at.
That's true.
Yeah, because he came over to his. Yeah. But I feel like he knew what time it was. I think Shanks will smoke anyone except for like he won't have that same. I don't think he'll have that same energy necessarily for Luffy.
I can
Yeah.
agree with that. I can.
I think Luffy is like the exception there, but anyone else, yeah, like when, like what's his face? Rockstar came and told him like, hey, "Kid's up on shore, he's causing havoc and he's doing shit," and Shanks is like, "All right, listen up. Tell him he can give up his rope poneglyphs and scram, or like he could just die."
Yeah.
And he'll like his choice.
It
Like,
gets cold, bro.
I like, damn, but it's like Shanks is that dude, like, because even after all that, he still was like checking, like, hey, is kid like full health? You know, I know, you know, they dealt with Big Mom and Kaido and all that stuff, like that. So Shanks is like, he's reasonable. It feels like to some extent. So
A little thoughtful.
yeah,
He's not a barbarian.
yeah, he's not like. So I don't know. Maybe because he said diplomacy. I think he said diplomacy.
He did at first.
Yeah,
but
he said diplomacy could have worked, but because his future sight saw Kid going ham on his fleet, he's like, oh hell nah. And then that's when he like did what he did. So
bro,
I don't know.
He canceled anyone's future sight, right? That they had. He got there so fast in like mere seconds, and annihilated Kid, and also annihilated Killer at the same time, who tried to stop him or try to protect
Yo,
Kid,
he smoked both of them. It's just crazy.
and knocked out everyone on the ship with Conqueror's Hockey. That shit was.
And near everyone, like
There were a few, right?
There were only like a few. There were only a few, but they were all like they were knocked down in the sense of like, you know how you would push someone over and they would be on their ass like flat out, and then there were people that were like blown overboard from the impact of Shanks' attack. So he not only knocked out Kid and Killer, mass of their crew got flung overboard, and hella of them were on their back. Like it's so he basically beat the entire crew in one shot, like just one attack, like everybody. And the jump from the dock to Kid's boat.
Bro, he's actually a problem, bro.
Yeah.
He like flew, bro. He like
Shanks is different.
he is.
No devil fruit? Like this dude
It's a
like
fucking problem, bro.
like,
His whole crew, bro.
like
Bro,
that is
how
real.
fast is
Like,
he, bro? How fast is he, bro? It's just crazy.
We're not about to start speed feet power scale, please.
Bro.
Yeah, real fast.
No, it was.
I think this segues because it's getting a bit late. I think this segues into like, what do you guys feel like is the next steps after Egghead from here? Like maybe just literally huge bullet points from here to the end of the series. Like where is Luffy going? Who is he fighting? What's the order?
That's a tall question.
I'm asking a lot. I know.
That's a tall ass question, bro.
So you're saying like they're off of Egghead, like they're passing whatever shenanigans is about to happen, right?
Yeah.
And they're going. So I think the next island they'll go to is Elbaf, and I think they're gonna see a defeated Kid. Like Shanks already bounced, right?
Oh,
and I think we're gonna see a defeated Kid, and then you know, whatever. Because there's a lot of things at Elbaf. Now that I think about it, we got all the O'Hara shit.
Yeah,
We got Saul, right? You know, so I think that's somewhere we could go.
I think
Mhm.
We also got the.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's okay.
I was gonna say we also got the potential. We also got the potential to go to Phoenix Island because of what happened with Marco's.
Oh, we barely.
Village.
We didn't even talk about that
Yeah.
shit. I forgot
Oh,
about
I
it too.
forgot about that, bro. Damn,
Yeah,
I forgot about
that
that.
shit too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
We got that. So because of what happened with Weevil, and you know,
We got taken, right?
Yes.
right. If we did get like, I know everyone predicted that Vegapunk gets smoked here, but maybe the other Vegapunk clones or droids or whatever can survive or something. Maybe, but if the point is, if one of them end up coming, or a couple of them end up coming with the Straw Hats, and they go to Phoenix, you know, did it Buckingham, didn't she say that like if we talk to Vegapunk,
He would
you know,
prove that what's his name? Weevil
Weevil
Yeah.
is she wants to prove
is
that,
the
yeah.
son of Whitebeard. Is the actual son of Whitebeard.
So I can see us making a little detour to Phoenix first,
Okay.
because there seems to be a lot of setup there, and then after that, then probably Elbaf or something, maybe. Depending on, I don't know, because this dude kid is drowning, so I don't know.
That's true. Kid is drowning.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
No one's saving his ass, bro. I don't know how you gonna get out of that, bro. Because he like, damn, bro. He pulled up and came out with his ult. What's funny, because I remember YHuss, you said this once before. what you said this before. Both Kid and Law came out at the start of the fight with their ult, their level 3s. All out, baby.
Yeah. They definitely had all their key. Yeah.
And we all know what happens there, bro.
Once you use your final move, bro, GG's for you.
Final move at the start is definitely a bad sign. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, at least off rip. Yeah. At least off rip.
Bro, that was off rip. All like both of them legit off rip. That shit was crazy, bro.
I wasn't really gonna say anything.
Where I want to go, I think I definitely want to go to Elbaf. I really, really, really want to get this Luffy and Blackbeard conflict. I really want to get like the height of it. Can't lie. I want to see, I don't know whether it's a team v team fight or it's just the ones with Luffy and Blackbeard. I'm really looking. I don't think we're gonna get it for a while. I definitely think that's like endgame.
I think so.
Maybe not endgame, but it's definitely later. But that's definitely what I'm most looking forward to, is that altercation.
I agree.
That should be fire, bro.
Man, that's the problem.
We're gonna do a matchup shit on that, right, in the future.
Yeah, whenever we gotta get Stan Proud and Indian here to talk about versus Blackbeard, like who's gonna fight who. I think the real question is basically like what it comes down to is who is the final villain, Emu or Blackbeard?
Oof.
Oh, it's Emu. Easily.
I agree. I completely agree.
Just easily. Like the fact that we still don't know what Emu looks like. We still don't know fully like the power that Emu possess. There's still too much mystery surrounding Emu, even though we got that info dump the last couple of chapters. And on top of that, like I think we could all agree that at the end of the day, the biggest villain in the entire series is the world government. So, Emu's the representation of the world government. Therefore, Emu to me will probably be the final villain, at least.
Luffy versus Emu final fight?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I like that.
I've always found it weird when people think it's Blackbeard. I'm like, yeah, how about all that, bro? Like,
well, I mean, to be fair, Emu was such a backdrop for a majority of the story. Like, we knew he had a high position in power, but there was so little information. And while Blackbeard was at the forefront of so many different altercations and conflicts in the story, that I could definitely see why people would get that idea. I could see the thought process. I wouldn't agree, but I could see the thought process at the very least. But especially after the last couple chapters where we've seen a lot more of their intentions and motivations and shit, and the way they operate, I think it's crazy to think that they're not going to be endgame.
I think what we will see Blackbeard, however, though, is he'll be the final opponent for Luffy to be the king of the pirates. Because I do think, because I do think that Blackbeard, like Luffy, will become king, and then we transition to the world government stuff after we find out what the One Piece is and everything.
So do you guys think that we know that a big war is coming, right? We know that we're gonna have a big big war, or whatever. Already confirmed that. Do you guys think that Luffy finds the One Piece first and then goes into the war, like the One Piece triggers the war, or has something to do with it? Or does Luffy go through all this conflict, beat the world government, beat Imu, and then after all that, he gets to the last island and then finds the One Piece?
I think it's a war for the One Piece.
War for the One Piece. Okay, that's fair.
Ooh, what if it's like a mad dash at the end? Like, like they got to race to the end to get it, and everyone's just trying to get there. That'd be interesting.
I think it'll come down to something like that. I wonder how Buggy is gonna make Mihawk and Crocodile go along with his ideas.
Oh, bro,
getting the One Piece.
It's so funny. There's one thing I want to ask you guys. Like, I just thought about it. Do you guys think Emu is gonna be a goofy looking motherfucker?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's One Piece.
Okay.
It's One Piece. Yes.
Yes, I don't think Emu is set up to look like this edgy, cool character. I just don't believe it. Just because, like, the front. I mean, I know it's a silhouette, and I know Oda that because of Oda we can't necessarily judge silhouettes. But this dude Emu, is, or this girl, whoever. Emu is kind of set up to be like this bitch made character that we just don't respect, and but just happen to be powerful.
And they think they have a Zoan too, right? That's what we believe.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think that Emu, because like I'm getting the same vibes from Emu as like Weevil, or not Weevil. What's his name from Wano? The Shogun.
Orochi.
Orochi.
Yeah, Orochi. Yeah. I'm getting the same. Like, I do not like this character at all, and they look goofy as fuck too. And
like, I have a feeling that they're gonna end up having a face like Charlos, like that super punchable face, and I cannot wait till Luffy punches it. So I think it's gonna be a goofy ass motherfucker too.
Yeah,
I definitely see that.
You notice Oda does that too, right? Like the villains or the people that like gets no respect in terms of like because Oda will make a draw cool ass characters for characters that he want people that even if they're villains that people will still walk away thinking that they're cool, like Crocodile, Doflamingo, Katakuri, etc. But the bitch characters. They get the short end of the stick. Orochi, what's his name? From CP0. What is his name? Oh, well, he was on CP9. The leader.
Spandam, that piece of shit.
Yeah, Spandam. Yeah, like all the piece of shits don't get love in terms of Oda's drawings.
You're right.
So,
that's true.
I don't know. Emu is set up to be that type of character, unless Oda has got something different up his sleeve. I'm really interested to see, but my prediction, he's going to look like an Orochi ass dude. Like,
that's why it makes sense that they would have a Zoan, because then you could transform into something menacing looking, and definitely,
Yeah, because his Delver doesn't look
tougher.
that shit or whatever it is. Like that's terrifying, bro.
Yeah.
Oh wait, someone Jay just said like, does Luffy fight Shanks before he fights Blackbeard?
I think this is actually the biggest like question to me. I have no idea, bro.
I'm avoiding that question, bro. Next question.
I think
like
that's
Shanks
That's
a hard question, bro. It's a hard question because I don't know. Because I do think Shanks is also endgame. That's what I'm saying. It's like a battle. I know Oda has mentioned it's gonna be like a battle royale type of thing.
I do think that and I kind of want to make this last one because we're running late. I want to kind of wrap it up a little here, but I do think that Shanks is more endgame than Blackbeard. I think that the hat is the symbol, the start and the end of everything. I can't lie. When he gives that hat back, the story is over.
I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that.
That is the key. You know,
Hey,
like
it's been the beginning and the end of the whole thing. So I mean, it's been the beginning. It was the beginning of the whole thing. So I could definitely see it being the end of the whole thing. You know what I mean?
that would.
I will say, Loki, you bring up a great point, and it's the one thing I need, bro. What does the straw hat mean? Why is there a giant one in Marie?
The giant one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We didn't even get
means
into
a lot
Marie
more.
stuff and Emu stuff and Shawo stuff, but man, that river.
Next
Man,
question.
Moto, I hope it doesn't.
This episode, Hockey could have went like 3 hours.
Yeah, we could have. We definitely could. If it
We
wasn't
could
so
do it.
late, we definitely
We
could have.
could do. We
100%.
could
We could do it. I'm about to say we could do a part two
two.
on the next break week or
Yeah.
whatever when,
Yeah,
when we get a chance.
we might have to table this and come back to it because
That's
I
fine.
could definitely go a lot more. I could see the.
Cause we didn't even
missed a
talk
lot of
about
stuff
we didn't even talk about.
flashback really
Yeah,
at
we
all
didn't talk
either.
about a lot. We missed a lot.
We didn't
of
talk
stuff.
about the referee at all.
Yeah.
So
It's been a long.
Well-
It's been a year. It's a lot of chapters since.
Nepakari DVV, we didn't even talk about that shit. Isn't that
Yeah,
insane?
okay, yeah. So
Oh,
we gotta do a part 2.
Yeah.
All right, we definitely have to make that happen next episode because this one's
Yeah.
about running out of time, guys.
Yeah.
We do appreciate all you guys that hung out with us today. Wow, we shouts to everybody in chat that hung out with us. Jay, we appreciate you, man.
Shout out Sky Sanji. It's been a while since Sky
Yeah,
Sanji.
Sky
That
too,
shit
my
was
go.
dope.
We appreciate you, brother. Much love, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All you guys, we appreciate all you guys that are listening on YouTube, watching on YouTube, listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, etc., etc. We appreciate you guys as well. Much love. Make sure you guys follow all of the socials for Strawhat Sitdown. It is literally Strawhat Sitdown on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere you want to look for us. We are there. Feel me? So just type in Strawhat Sitdown, and we are there with a whole bunch of content for you guys to consume. One Piece, baby. We're
More
back
to
on
come.
break.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on, we're
that's
on
true.
break. Let's go.
On, bro. Let's go.
We back.
Yeah, this week.
5
Let's
straight
go.
weeks complete, man.
It's
Let's
5
go.
weeks, but we made it, and then this Sunday we are finally back with an actual chapter review. So make sure you guys tap
Oh,
in
it
next
doesn't
Sunday.
feel real. I'm not
It
gonna lie,
doesn't.
bro.
It's
It
been so
doesn't.
long, bro. When when did the lead chapter come out? Like Wednesday, right?
We'll see
Wednesday,
it Wednesday,
Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see.
man. Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
excited,
I
man.
gotta do myself. Yo, then Pat meet me last time, man. I got you.
oh yeah, you gonna be first? Let's get
Bro, gonna have the notifications on for fucking TCB, bro. I
Got my
respect it.
phone, got my Samsung's watch. That shit notifies me too. I'm like, ooh.
Samsung watch is
That
crazy.
bro is gonna be on time, man. So,
You
yeah,
guys
we-
order on speed dial.
yeah, we will be back this Sunday with an actual chapter review. So make sure you guys tap back into the channel, twitch.tv/Cali_Mac for the next episode. But until then, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy, be safe, be healthy. We appreciate all you guys, and we will see y'all when we peace, guys.
Peace.
Peace.
Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that One Piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that One Piece? We are. Strawhat Sitdown crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this and they know that they can't top this. Cause we spit facts and we poppin'. Every time an episode is dropping, we see D3 in the corner. Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut. Always ready with rebuttals, but he bring the knowledge when we in the huddle. So you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's YHuss, last but not least. If you ask me, then Cali, mad the captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that One Piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that One Piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are.